fans, and welcome back to a new video here on the Rusty Boxcar channel. Pretty excited to bring you episode 1 of what will wind up being an 8-episode arc of our epic journey to the west. We spent about 6 days driving 3,200 miles. Purpose of the trip was to hit some of the national park sites out west, and certainly took the opportunity as we passed through some train hotspots to grab footage of train videos to share with you guys. First off, let me apologize for the voice. I know I'm not at 100%. We've been back home for about 7 days now, and I've been fighting a terrible sinus infection the whole time. This is the first day that I felt my voice could even possibly pull off trying to narrate some videos. It's been really garbage the last few days. Missed a couple days of work. It's hit pretty hard. They say it's definitely not COVID. I've gotten negatives on a couple COVID tests, so not been a lot of fun, but hopefully we're on the right side of it now. In this first episode, some of the footage I wish could have been a little bit better. Just time of day that we were at locations, because this wasn't a fully planned out railfanning trip. Didn't take advantage of being at spots at the right time, from a sun perspective, things like this. So first stop here was at Santa Fe Junction. I listed in the header of the video that it's in Kansas City, Missouri. Theoretically, the junction itself is in Kansas City, Kansas, and where this train is that you can see here, it's coming in from west to east, crossing over the Kansas River. Most of the train line that you see in this footage, except for the track closest to us, is actually in Kansas, but we are in Missouri. And so, in fairness, just thought I would put that. I'm actually, as I think through the trip and the route we took, I'm not sure we ever stepped foot in the state of Kansas. So I didn't really want to throw Kansas in my header there. Again, sunshine made this a terrible opportunity. I think if we could have got some trains coming out of that BNSF yard that you see there at the far end of the screen where that single headlight locomotive is sitting, I think if we'd have gotten some trains coming on any of these tracks nearest us, certainly would have made for better video, but it was tough to get good sight line of that bridge being on the wrong side of the sun there. It is a UP coal train, again making its way west to east, crossing the Kansas River there. On the trip, I didn't really have the scanner or anything hooked up. Wouldn't have recognized, call outs and things like that, so we didn't really capture any train symbols. So we're not sure where some of these trains are originating and destined for, but still thought it was pretty cool to catch them. In this video, we're going to see this train, then we're going to see a single locomotive engine light Norfolk Southern come out of that BNSF yard. It's actually going to back up, it appears, under the bridge. Not really knowing what was going on there. I thought maybe it was a double-deck bridge. Wasn't really sure what was going on. But ultimately, we see that they come back out, so it's some sort of a Y that's been installed there. They'll back into it and then come back out and make their way towards another yard. Third up, we're going to travel the next morning. We actually, this night, wound up staying in Council Bluffs, Iowa. So pretty nice long driving day from Nashville to Council Bluffs. We got up the next morning, went to the Union Pacific Museum, but it was closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, and so we didn't get anything except for some outside still photos of that. And then we crossed over into Omaha, Nebraska. Got some pretty good still photos from the drone of the park there next to I-80. With the Union Pacific steam and diesel locomotives sitting there. And then we moved on to the Amtrak Station. That's where we're going to get the final shot in this video. We see here that UP coal train is wrapping its way off the screen with a single following locomotive, and then we're going to move to this shot here This is going to be that Norfolk Southern single coming out and going into underneath that bridge there, doing its turn and coming back out. Real quick, while this is occurring, I'll give you a little bit of a heads up of what's going to come in the next 7 episodes. Episode 2 is going to be all drone footage. Actually, the next train that we see here on screen is going to be a UP manifest with a UP and some CN leaders. We're going to see that in Omaha, and then we're going to see it again later in the day in Missouri Valley, Iowa, along with another UP manifest train. So we're going to catch those in Missouri Valley with the drone, and then we're going to be in Petro, South Dakota, where we will see a BNSF grain train at a farmer's co-op, and that grain train is going to have a Santa Fe war bonnet on it. So we don't catch it in motion, but we're definitely going to get some drone footage of that locomotive as well as the train and the co-op operation. The third video will be 4 trains that we capture out west in either Wyoming or Nebraska, and they're all going to be UP trains coming from or going to the Powder River Basin coal mines. So that's pretty cool. The 4th video we do will be a look at the Golden Spike Tower in North Platte, Nebraska, there by Bailey Yard, which will be the largest train yard in the United States. Got some good footage from up on the overlook, so that'll be pretty exciting. The 5th video is going to be a single shot we took in Kearney, Nebraska, right off the UP main line there, and we're actually going to see 3 trains at the same time on the 3 express tracks that they have there. We're then going to go for video 6 to the Triangle in Lincoln, Nebraska. Going to see a few different trains there making their way through Lincoln in the various yards. My video that I'm most excited about is number 7. Going to see some industrial switching there in Lincoln with a BNSF train that has 2 locomotives, a Burlington Northern Leader and a Santa Fe War Bonnet second, so it'll be 2 pre-merger units. And then last up, the 8th video will be from Marceline, Missouri on the BNSF Transcon. Here we're getting ready. We're now in Omaha. This is at that Amtrak station. Pretty high chain link fence, but managed to stretch over it. We're going to see this UP-CN combo make its way into Iowa. Again, we'll catch up with it again later in video 2 from Missouri Valley. Unfortunately, right when we got to the Amtrak station, there was a BNSF local coming through that had a BNSF fake bonnet as the second locomotive out, so definitely wanted to catch that. Ran up to the fence, turned the GoPro on, and evidently the day before in Kansas City, I guess I must have left the GoPro powered up when I put it back away, and turned the GoPro on. It gave me about 12 seconds, then it beeped and said battery dead. So totally missed that first unit, but did get this UP manifest. Here in a few seconds, a BNSF intermodal is going to make its way onto the scene. That's going to be on the track nearest us, and so it's going to block out most of the view of the rest of this UP manifest. And we had that happen at a couple different locations, where the one in Kearney that I talked about a minute ago, that episode 5, will be really interesting for you guys, because the first train we see is going to be on the track furthest from us. Then we're going to get one coming towards us on the close track, and another one comes by on the mid track, all at the same time. Both at this location and at Kearney, the wind speeds were too high to use the drone, and so would have been excellent drone coverage to be able to catch multiple trains passing by at the same time, but just weren't able to pull that off. So I'm going to cut out here, give you guys a break from listening to my scorched voice, let you guys enjoy the sounds of this train as well as that intermodal train. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Really excited about the next episodes to come, and hope that we'll be making more trips like this in the future that can join up things that we enjoy doing as a family, as well as getting some excellent rail fan coverage for you guys. So, again, hope you enjoy. We'll be back again soon with episode 2.
Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on the thumbs up below to give us a like. Also, please click on the Rusty Boxcar logo on the right side of the screen to get a subscription to the channel. And send us a comment. Really enjoy reading all your comments, and I try to respond to each one of them. Thanks, and have a nice day.